thumbnails, titles, editing. What should you focus on? Here is the recommended split of the attention that I developed based on hundreds of different channels that I looked at. A controversial take that goes against a lot of the advice that you would find online today. But using the example of two co-creators, Dan Toomley and Henry Stockwell of Good Work, I will prove to you that my framework is better one long term. First, let's get one thing out of the way. The equipment doesn't matter.
Every episode up until our private equity video. So the first 9 videos were all iPhones.
Yeah, we haven't put one out with the nice cameras.
The first 9 videos on Good Work channel amassed nearly 7 million views to date. I have an expensive DSLR and a professional lens on my setup, and my total view count are less than 500,000. So who do you think in this scenario made the right choice? Dan and Henry rightfully considered the equipment as a non-factor. Think of the amount of viral videos you've watched, enjoyed, and shared. Now, how many times did you actually think to yourself, I wonder what camera they used to shoot this on? Of course, genre by genre, this point may vary, and there are channels out there that get drunk off of the number of pixels and the dynamic range of the content that they watch. But the majority of folks opening YouTube every day do not care. So the next time you're swayed by the idea that the better camera or the better lens are the things that are between you and great content that you could produce, you're wrong. Use the best technology available to you and focus on the kind of content you want to create, the formats, and the kind of content your viewers want to consume. Really master those 3 points. Make the most of them. Really understand what the future might look like 1 or 2 years from now based on those learnings that you have around those 3 areas, and only then start thinking about it. Is your money better invested in the better equipment to start increasing the production quality? Or maybe there are other things on top of that list that may increase the value that your content provides for your viewer before you spend yet another dollar on upgrading your equipment. Now, if the equipment doesn't matter, is it about thumbnails and titles? No. We'll get to packaging in a second. It's more important to talk about the writing first.
We care the most about writing, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
It's really easy with a nice camera to get distracted by oh, that is really cool, or that looks really cool, but we want everything to be about the writing.
Writing is what sets apart their content from hundreds of other videos I saw about corporate world. I first came across GoodWorks content via their video on sport betting apps, a subject I feel strongly about, an opinion on which I'll save for another video. The storytelling in that video, the accuracy of the analysis, and the awkward shots of Dan reading his script across the different streets in Manhattan hooked me in, and 20 minutes flew by. Without even thinking, I clicked into the next video, and the next video, and throughout the single day of running different chores, I binge watched every video Good Work channel had. And in those videos, I couldn't help but notice how well written the stories are. The jokes, the commentary, and the pointed questions Dan and Henry asked were all the result of hours worth of work. No wonder Dan can get away with just standing somewhere in the street with a microphone and reading through the script. It's the content of your writing what seals the deal on the quality of the video. At this point, we made it through all but one segment on this chart, but we only completed about 50% of the work on the video. Editing is the act 2 of writing. This is the point in time when the final product is born. The properly placed cuts keep the story flowing. The jokes give brain quick releases of dopamine, and visuals help seal both the informative and the entertainment factor of a Good Work video. And we have to give honorable mention to the lower thirds. These things are the best Easter eggs and plain hysterical to read. Using cooking as a metaphor, packaging is creator picking the recipe for dinner. Writing is creator collecting the ingredients. Filming is the prep work, and editing is the actual cooking process of mixing, boiling, frying, and serving all the ingredients, emphasizing certain flavors and mixing up the others. It's a dance of all of those ingredients and flavors that, when tightly orchestrated, produce the best content that YouTube has ever seen. Regardless of the genre, editing and writing make the biggest impact on the quality of your content. And I know I conveniently avoided talking about packaging so far because I think it is surely an important tool, but its effectiveness is not permanent. With the evolution of platforms and the way we consume content, I believe titles and thumbnails will slowly become irrelevant. As the learning models in the algorithm become better and better at predicting what viewers want to watch, they will be served custom visuals. I believe in the future, AI technology will allow creators to auto-generate hundreds of custom titles and thumbnails for a single video, each catered to attract a different group of viewers. This is why I do not recommend spending majority of your time trying to improve your packaging skills. Eventually, they will be automated and will become irrelevant for you as an individual creator. Writing and editing will, of course, be partially replaced or augmented by AI, but both of those skills still will require a lot of intervention to create the true artistry around a piece of content. Follow GoodWorks' model, follow this ratio, and I promise you, you will create a very long-lasting brand because you augmented the right long-term skills. I'll see you next Saturday. Peace!